Good morning, everybody, and this is your DAX day trade setups for today. So we ended up with a range bar on the daily yesterday. You can see here, long tail to the upside, long tail to the downside, small body, right at the bottom of what's starting to look like some structure. My big concern here is the 155. So we are sort of hovering below the 155. We've got to cross over the moving averages. Oscillators all over the place now. There's nothing really indicating that there is something different here, it could be some form of a rounding bottom starting to form, but we're going to have to wait for the end of the week to see if that transpires. At the moment, it's a series of lower lows. If you see the last 3 days, it's been low, lower, lower. So the close and the lows have been lower. So this could very well be just a bit of consolidation from move to the downside, but it is so unstructured, and it's really this. It's been since March. It's been like this, where there is no real direction. So we start moving down through the time frames that we need to look at in order to make a bit of money. Starting with a 3-hour trend is down. There's no debate about that. The moving averages are pointing to the downside. So we did have a grouping late last week of the oscillators, and that is playing out. Do you have this pin bar? But look what's happened over the last couple of sessions, rejecting the 33 EMA. And you can see we keep selling off that 33 on the 3-hour. Moving across to the hour, we had a gap down, had a move up, and then looking like consolidation underneath moving averages though. So in my books, this is still a downward trend. Very messy downward trend in the last 3 days. I'm not 100% confident that I even want to be chasing any shorts here. So if we need to start breaking above the highs of the previous day for me to even start looking for a long. At the moment, this kind of price action here is not conducive to trades as far as I'm concerned. And I'll drop down to the 15 minutes and you'll see what I'm talking about. So granted, there was probably an opportunity to take a long scalp here off 15.10, and you can see it was a nice bounce, consolidation, second move, bit of a gap here which came back and closed eventually. I think, is it closed? Yep, that's closed. So that gap is closed. Another gap down the bottom here, so I would be a little bit concerned about that gap. And you see straight up into the moving averages and then sideways, and no real little crossovers, but no real crossover of the 155. Oscillators group to the downside again on the 15. Could be bottom of a range, and that range would be that. But when the 15 minute is sideways like that, I'm really not interested in this. So I think again I will wait for all the noise to pass. There's so much noise in the market at the moment, and there's China noise. There's the Fed minutes this afternoon. There's the earnings season start that kicks off really today. We've got the inflation fears. We've got the tapering of the Feds, and there's just so much noise at the moment. So basically, most people are sitting in limbo and just waiting for the noise to pass and then see which direction we're going to go before jumping in. And I think that's kind of my attitude on this at the moment as well. So I'm sitting on the sidelines until everybody else has made a decision, and then I will follow the direction they're going in. That's pretty much what it boils down to. Anyway, hope it helps, and we will catch up with you tomorrow morning. Cheers for now.